In this video, we will be showing you how to replace the battery on an Audi Q5, located in the rear passenger compartment. You will need a scan tool that is capable of reprogramming batteries. To get started on our job, we are in the rear of the vehicle. To gain access to our battery, we first need to remove the weather mat. Next, we'll remove the cover for the spare wheel. Take it out, set it to the side. Next step we're going to be doing is taking out the storage compartment from the rear. Set it to the side. Now that we have the spare wheel exposed, we're going to remove this electrical connector. When you get to the connector, you will realize that you have two tabs on each side that you will gently squeeze and pull out. Look for corrosion. Looks good here. Set it to the side. Moving to the hold down nut, you're going to spin it counterclockwise to get it taken off. After that, we're going to remove this cover. Now let's remove the spare wheel. Make sure to fish out the connector so you do not cause any damage. Set it to the side. Let's lift the carpet cover and move it out of our way. Now we have two plastic tabs that we will need to pry to be able to lift this cover and move it out of our way. Now that we're looking at our battery, we will want to remove all of our spare tools from the area. As you can see, we have a strap right here. It is being held down by a 13mm bolt. Let's turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. After removing the 13mm bolt, set the strap to the side. Let's remove the ventilation tube. It's on the right side of your battery. Set it to the side. Try not to get it damaged. Prior to disconnecting the negative battery terminal, we will be removing this electrical connector. There is a locking tab right here. I will be using a flathead screwdriver to remove it. Set it aside. Using a 10mm wrench, we will be loosening the nut on the negative battery terminal. Safely remove the negative battery terminal. Set it aside so it's not touching the battery post. To expose the positive battery terminal, we will be removing this cover. Using the same 10mm wrench, we are going to be loosening the positive battery terminal now. We can now safely remove it and set it aside. We will gently remove the battery from the trunk. We have our battery ready for installation. At the base of the battery, we have a lip. This lip is going to allow us to be able to slide it into this groove right on the body of the vehicle for us to be able to fit on it perfectly. Before installing the battery all the way though, make sure that your working area is fully clear so that you are not going to crush any cables. Before reconnecting the battery, let's clean our battery posts and our terminals. To do this, I'll be using a battery terminal and post cleaner. You may use a piece of sandpaper or a regular wire brush. Do the same with the other side. Using the other end, we will clean off the inside of the terminals. Now let's reinstall the positive battery terminal. We are pushing it all the way down to make sure it's properly seated. With our 10mm wrench, we will tighten down the nut. And close the cover. Now let's reconnect the negative battery terminal. With our 10mm wrench, we will tighten down the nut. Now we can reinstall the connector on the negative terminal. Connect the ventilation tube. Now let's reinstall the battery hold down. When reinstalling it, make sure that the hole lines up. Now we will be reinstalling our 13mm bolt. Start the bolt by hand. And snug it down. Now that we've finished installing it, let's put the tools that we removed from the vehicle back inside. Let's close the lid and cover the battery. Make sure that those locking tabs are pushed into place. Now we will be reinstalling the spare tire in the trunk of the vehicle. To do this, you need to put the spare tire in the proper orientation. You want to be careful to put the stud in the middle of the center of the wheel and fish the connector through a port in the wheel. Now that the tire is installed in the proper orientation, you should see that you have space to fit the speaker. Grab the connector for the speaker and plug it back in. Secure it down with the plastic nut. Now reinstall the storage compartment. Now we are reinstalling the panel. As you can see, at the top of the panel, that will be going towards the inside of the vehicle, we have 2 plastic tabs. Those will line up with the grooves in the back. Once you slide it all the way in and get it towards the rear, you will need to push the panel down into the slots. Now we can install our weather mat. With the installation complete, remember to program the battery to the vehicle or take it to your closest shop. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.